Muslims like to insist that Muhammad is some form of victim, forced out of Mecca simply for introducing a new religion and nothing more, that his treatment was unfair. That is one way to interpret everything we just went over, but I would argue a more accurate and historically aware way to discuss this would be to state that, in fact, Muhammad was a warlord. He consolidated political power to try to overthrow the ruling class of Mecca, and actually was given a considerable amount of grace in only being removed from the city, as other people who allegedly reached out to foreign actors like Muhammad had done for allianceship, for conversion to Islam, probably would have been executed. Muhammad is not a victim. You also cannot claim victim status when the war between, or rather battle between Mecca and Muhammad was attempted to be stopped on Muhammad's terms by the Quraysh, but then Muhammad changes his mind and reneges on his original word. The argument that Muhammad is a victim falls short and falls on deaf ears. Look at the historical context, and even honestly what goes down in this lovely little book. Muhammad reads a lot more like a warlord and a politician than he ever does a victim. So this idea that Islam is founded in some form of persecution makes no sense. You can't undergo a political campaign trying to seize the central power of a city and think you're going to face zero opposition. If he was simply starting a religion, preaching on a street corner, sharing with people his ideas, and that was it, sure, I might be more willing to accept the argument that he was unfairly treated, but that is not what he was doing. He was doing that to a certain degree, but also trying to amass political power to forcefully change the structure of the city. Again, I go back to, if he had done the things that he had done anywhere else, or perhaps even was anyone else, and not a direct member of the Quraysh, of a notable family, and had been married to a very powerful woman's clan within the Quraysh, which he was of course a member of, and had such an influential maternal uncle, he probably would have been executed. I mean, reaching out to Egypt, the Byzantine Empire, and some of the other figures he reached out to was extremely questionable. After that point, he then goes underneath economic warfare. That is a warlord. He is acting as a, shall we say, land pirate, raiding caravans, taking the wealth for himself, that's theft, and continuing to do such. Again, he's not a victim for being removed from the city. I am, of course, digressing and repeating myself at this point.